Hey, welcome back to J&R Music and Computer World here in New York City. I'm Brett Hamilton, and this right here in the palm of my hand will prevent you from ever getting lost again. It's Garmin's nuvi 770. Of course, it's a navigation system, and I got a chance to use it this past summer. I decided to drive to Florida from Philadelphia instead of taking a plane, and you know what? I never got lost. Even when I took little side tracks, even when I got off the exit, and I'll tell you why. Because it's so easy to use. Everything is right here. All of your maps are preloaded. And it's good for not only the US, but also in Europe. So if you go overseas, you can take your Garmin with you. Millions and millions of different points of interest are packed inside in both 2 and 3D maps, so it makes it easy to view, easy to read, and easy to use. As a matter of fact, I'll take you through it right now. Addresses, obviously, are probably the most common feature you would use. Go inside, grab your city, put the city in, and the Garmin will navigate it for you. Also, after you hit the back button there, go home. This is cool because at the end of a trip, at the end of the day, whatever it is, you don't want to go and worry about throwing your home address inside. Just hit go home. It automatically takes you where you need to be. And also a feature I never really thought about until I played with it was favorites. If you travel especially for business, so maybe you're traveling state to state, you don't have to keep those crumbled up instructions or directions to get to those different business points in your glove box, because you can add a bunch of different favorites and they'll take you back to where you need to go each time. It's also got a Where Am I feature, okay? So that's going to help you find your gas. That's going to help you find a hospital in the event of an emergency. It saves up to 10 different routes, which is cool, and it's got a trip log inside, so it keeps a record of where you've gone. So in the event that you need to go back there, it can tell you how you got to where you're going. Another cool feature, especially if you travel down south, is it'll tell you the speed limits on all the major highways. You start in New York or Philadelphia, it's 55, and by the time you get down into Tampa, it's 70 miles an hour, but there's a lot of spots in between where the speed limits change. This will prevent you from getting a ticket. It's got an MP3 player inside. You're listening to music. You can also listen to audiobooks, and of course, you've got an SD card slot, so if for some reason you want to look at photos, use this as a photo viewer, it can be done with that as well. That uses an SD card. I mentioned the addresses and everything else that goes along with it. This will prevent you from getting lost. It's so simple to use. Keep it in your car or carry it around with you when you travel. It's the Garmin nuvi 770. It's your navigation system that you can get from J&R Music World by calling 800-806-1115 or just visit jr.com.